Man, listen. As a person that has been an Uber driver, doing Uber for the last 5 years now, since the pandemic started. Damn. I can't stake my life on being an Uber driver. I just can't. And I don't think you should either. I can't stake my life on the fact that I do Uber. Just because in that time, in the last 5 years, I've been deactivated 4 times. With the last time, the most recent and the most serious deactivation, even though it was a temporary deactivation, yeah, I was almost deactivated permanently. In that time span, Uber has allowed me to basically kind of change my life, man. Because I was coming from a W-2 environment. I was coming from just having to deal with. I was coming from a W-2 environment, and with that, I was having to deal with basically in a W-2. Y'all know how it is. You got to deal with other issues. You got to deal with the issue of where, you always have to make sure that you're on point. You got to play the politics, the office politics. You got to be nice to your bosses. You got to kiss their ass. I mean, I never really kissed their ass, but like you get the point. You got to be nice. You got to, yes, ma'am, no, sir. You got to do things outside of your job description. You got to be a team player. And when I came to Uber, it was like, no, I don't have to do none of that. I can just be myself. I don't have to smile in your face. I mean, my personality. So let me be very frank. My personality is, if I don't like you, you gonna know I don't like you, because I'm not just gonna be that person like every time I see you it's on site, but I'm gonna try to approach you about it. I'm gonna try to have a conversation about it, and yeah, I'm gonna try to address it. And if after that you like, oh, F you or something like that, then yeah, you it is what it is. But when you work together, it's a different conversation. Like it's different, because it's like, yo, I gotta come here every single day and look at you. Like, that's why I always tried to address things. So I was the person where, if you know what I'm saying, like if I got an issue, like if I feel like you did me some type of way, I would always try to just come to you. Just try to talk. Hey, look, blah, blah, blah. This is how I felt. I don't think XYZ was right. I feel like this could have been better. I feel like we could have did things differently. Like, I'm that type of person because I believe in conflict resolution. Honestly, and I look at it like we're grown adults. We should be able to figure things out. I mean, I shouldn't have to fight you for us to work things out. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a professional environment, especially like, when we're grown. I keep saying grown because it's like, that's stuff that you do when you were in high school, when you were a kid, when you were younger, when you were less mature. It's like, when I was less mature, if I got mad at you, I fought with these. I didn't talk. It was like on site for real. Like, I'm walking up to you and I might knock you out. Or I'm walking up to you and I'm talking trash about you. I'm in your face, like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready for it. Like, I want you to do something stupid. Like, I'm up on you because I want you to do something stupid. Give me permission to knock you out. Was how I used to look at it. Now, of course, I didn't win every fight in my life. I lost a couple fights, and I can admit that. But when I was younger, I didn't care. That's what it was about. It was about, listen, you offended me, so now it's time. It's go time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time for you to it's time for you to kind of understand like that wasn't cool. So we just got to handle business, right? it, yeah. But now as an adult, it's like I don't be trying to do all of that. You know, the older and older I get, the less and less I'm trying to fight. I mean, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Having a bruised knuckles, and there was a time where I broke my hand punching somebody. Yeah, no, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight because it's just not. It's pointless. But when you're in a W-2 environment, it's like that's what you got to go through. You got to play the office politics. And so with office politics, you're not necessarily fighting with your hands, but you got to fight through paperwork. You got to fight through procedure. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I came to Uber, it was like a breath of fresh air because it's like, yo, I actually don't have to do all of that. Like, I can actually just be me. I can actually just be me. So yeah, I was in it. I was ready for it, you know, because at that point, and we all get into this to be free. We all get into this for different reasons. For me, it was just to get away from the office politics. I didn't like being in the office. I didn't like, I'm not gonna say I don't like people, but I didn't really care for my coworkers. In the sense of like, you know, I had some really good coworkers, and then I had a lot of really bad coworkers. I had some supervisors that I love, like my manager. To this day, I mean, she would never ask me, but like my manager, listen, if she needed a kidney, I would definitely think about it, because she was amazing. She was amazing. She looked out for me, you know. But then I have other managers that it's like, listen, if you was in trouble, I would have to pray about it. Because if you in trouble, I my mind would just tell me, just walk away. Because, you know what I'm saying? And we all have those stories, man. We all do, you know. I'm not alone in that. So when I came to Uber 5 years ago, and I realized, like, it's just me and my car, you know what I'm saying? I can pick and choose the passengers that I take. Like, that's like almost a game changer, you know? Like, I can turn on the app when I want to. I can turn off the app when I want to. I can take my break when I want to. Like, I don't have to worry so much about like procedures. I'm just working, you know? I'm working and I'm listening to how I feel. So if I'm tired, let me pull over. Let me take a break, you know? If I'm active, then let me work a little bit longer. You know, I don't have to get the approval to work extra hours. I came to Uber and I was enjoying it, man. But that was 5 years ago. I still enjoy Uber because Uber has allowed me to travel. It's allowed me to kind of pay my bills for the last 5 years. But I also have to understand that it's just a hustle, you know? It's just a different type of hustle. It is. I am a driver. I am a transportation specialist. Or, you know what I'm saying? I still got to work on that. But I am a driver. I'm in the field of transportation. That's what my business is in. But I understand that being on the Uber platform may not be forever. Because, like I said, I've been deactivated 5 times. 5 times over dumb stuff. You know, the first 3 times it was deactivated. I was deactivated over my insurance, which was active, which was fine. But I just kept getting deactivated because they kept saying it was a suspicious file. So those 3 times don't really count. And then these last 2 times, it's been retaliation from passengers. Uber passengers mad at me because, well, of the 2, the first one was because I kicked the lady out. She was talking trash to me. like, oh, you better do this and you better do that. And I was like, nope, I ain't got to do none of that. I kicked out. So she reported me, which, she reported me, called me every name in the book. And of course, Uber deactivated me for it. I got back on the platform, did a multitude of other rides. And then my most recent deactivation, the last one, was because the guy had his fishing equipment. Couldn't fit in my car, like he had everything. It wasn't just a fishing rod. It was like he had the tackle box. He had, I don't know. He just had a lot of stuff. And he was trying to fit it in my car. Stuff was dirty. Like, he didn't clean it. So I was just like, bro, like, you already know it's not going to fit. Like, you got this big behind box. My thought process is, if you get in the ride, why take this big behind box? Like, I know that there's smaller stuff. Like, I get, I don't know. Maybe he had like, I don't know. Like, it's for the life of me, I can't imagine what was actually in that box. I keep saying it was a tackle box, but I don't know, because like, he just had a lot of stuff in that box, and I could fit a good amount of stuff in my trunk. Like, I could definitely fit some stuff in my trunk. But that, yeah, no. And then it was dirty. Like, it was like really dirty. Like, like I said, I deliver, I used to do Amazon, so those packages wasn't always clean. And I'm not saying like, it's in my trunk, I got a liner there, but like, that stuff was dirty. It's a difference, like dust and dirt, okay. But like mud and all, nah, bro. Like, you gotta clean that if you gonna get into somebody else's car. So I canceled and charged him a cancellation fee. And he then went on to retaliate against me and told Uber I was everything, similar situation. I was every name in the book. And I guess he said something about my car, because when I was deactivated, to get reactivated, well, I was temporarily on hold. So I guess you can't say that's a deactivation, but temporarily hold. I was on a temporary hold while they investigate the situation. So to be reactivated, I don't know. I had to show pictures of my car, which obviously is a rental. I had to show myself. Yeah, and I had to basically plead my case. Because, yeah, all it takes is one complaint. That's it, one complaint. One complaint is all it takes to end your Uber career. So, just to kind of make this full circle, I know I don't want to ramble too much. That's why I say this is a hustle. It's a hustle in the sense you can't make this your everything. It's definitely a primary income for me, but it's not everything. If I lose Uber, it'll hurt, but I got other resources. Because Uber is just not your friend. And that's the ultimate point of this video. Don't forget that Uber is not your friend. You are just a number to Uber. You're just a number to these companies. And when they deactivate you, they show you just how little value you have. When you get these little reports, it's like, it shows you just how little of value you have. So don't mistake it. But yeah, with that being said, man, listen, I just wanted to say I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I am finally at 1,000 subscribers again. So from this point forward, I'm going to start live streaming. And as you can see, I was playing around with the camera. Shout out to Benny Cuz. He gave me this gimbal. So if it looks like my camera is a little bit more stable, you know what I'm saying? It's because of the world famous Vinny Cuz, the local celebrity. So I am still getting used to the gimbal. So yeah, that's that. So, but yeah, thank you guys. I am officially going to be monetized. Officially. But now here comes the live stream. So I'm gonna. My New Year's resolution was that I was gonna produce more content. So I gotta be a man of my word. So live streams are coming, and I'm gonna start doing reaction videos to Uber content. So let me know if you guys want to see this stuff, or if I should just continue doing these videos trying to give advice as a 5-year Uber driver. Again, I'm nobody special, but if you're not in the Telegram group, the link is in the description. Go ahead and join the group. We giving out a lot of free information. It's free. I don't know how many times I got to say free, but it's a lot of wealth and it's a lot of good people there. We got DJ, my hustle expert. We got the T when he gets back. Our food delivery guy, you know what I'm saying? We got JC, we got Hex, we got Ricardo. Listen, we got a lot of people in the group. Julio. See, now I feel like I'm missing out on some people, but it's a lot of people in the group. Join the group, be a verb of the group. Don't just join to watch. Join the talk. We're trying to build a community here. But yeah, with that being said, man, I am gonna keep playing with my gimbal. But yeah, man, thank you guys again, and deuces.